Hello, hello. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Type 1 in chat if you can hear me. But we're joining you here for another great match. Roulette Rivals 7. Blithe versus Yannini. This is the PC lower bracket finals match. So this is going to determine one of our grand finalists on the PC bracket. Of course, two great players. Blithe had a very strong showing in the World Championship as a new player. Yannini definitely a very established PC roulette player. We're going to Marrakesh first, chosen by Blithe. He's 3-0-0. Yannini 10-2-0. So a lot of experience from Yannini, but Blithe obviously very comfortable with that win rate and also with feeling like he can pick that here. Spin is live. We've got Reza, Fire, Military Officer, Klaus, Battle Axe, Elite Soldier. So Reza Fire's an interesting one. It's actually one that works surprisingly well with Reza Ametic, but of course, hitting that phone call, I think it's Cherry Blossom is the one that calls Reza from the school, is kind of a free remote setup. Thing you have to be worried about though is if Klaus is dead, it will not work. So if you're going to do that, you're going to want to call Reza pretty much as soon as possible. And so that hopefully by the time you're able to get that kill, you can work on Klaus a little bit better. But it looks like Blithe is starting in the school. Annie right now has food vendor selected. Yeah, he's going for it. So I imagine that food vendor start is probably because it's the closest to the tunnel. But obviously I could be wrong. Looks like he's going to go for maybe a street soldier disguise straight away. Whereas Blithe again starting in the school. And looks like he sort of wants to just head straight out from here. Maybe he's going to go ahead and grab that battle axe and then get over to Klaus. And that'll give him time to make the 230. But again, if he's going to want to do the tunnel, killing Klaus is not going to be your best bet there. Turn Yandy down a little bit. That street music is really loud. Can I add a little game audio? I should have game audio. I've got game audio coming through from Yannini right now. I've got, let's see. Let's see. Did anything change? Okay. I just did the thing that I always do with OBS where I just toggle a setting off and back on and then it just decides to work, so that's good to hear. Yeah, I turned myself up a little bit on OBS, but let's see, we've got Blithe heading in with that battle axe. He is allowed on the first floor at least. There's going to be every consulate security enforcing him, but if he wants to go on the second floor, he's going to be trespassing.
Now to locate Klaus
Street soldier, elite soldier, and military officer all have access to the first floor, but elite soldier is definitely the worst given how many enforcers it has.
Visage expert Connie
Yannini here looking to get rid of these two guards. Gonna pick himself up an elite soldier disguise there. Battle axe in hand as well. I didn't see where he got that from, but I imagine it was the lesser known one that's by the I don't remember what the name of the shop is, but it's on like the northwest sort of area of the map. Yeah, Blithe with some big whoosh there. And he's trying to get Klaus in here. He didn't respond, and he wants to quickly dump this so he doesn't get any sort of lockdown behavior. Meanwhile, Yannini has seekered Klaus. He had a decent amount of time there, but just playing it sure. Yeah, so that's kind of what I figured Blithe was going to go for. And you knock out someone and they see you do it. Well, yes, it loses. If you're talking about a target, yes, you lose your SA, but if it's a target, you get it back once you kill them. But anyways, both players getting the Klaus kill, and for some reason, Blythe's stream is like cropped weirdly in the display, so that's interesting.
Keep the cogs turning and well oiled, you know.
Screen region. Yeah, so Yannini has a consulate security disguise. Those two NPCs that he knocked out, their bodies should be fine to stay there forever, assuming no wall hacks, which do exist on this map.
Hey there, you manly man, you.
Yes, both players are from Germany. So Yannini here looking for the sticky note. It's going to be in the other stall. I guess somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, since I already said this, and I would look kind of stupid, but I'm pretty sure the phone call doesn't work now, right? Am I wrong? Like, I've done this, I've tested this before.
Good to see that security is on high
And I don't
alert.
think it even gives you the option to use the phone. It does still work, because the last experience I had that was in improv, because I never used the phone for Raise a Fire and Roulette. So in improv, I literally just couldn't use the phone because Klaus was dead, so I guess that was some other factor.
Satan, what is it?
Cherry Blossom.
God damn it. I don't have time for this nonsense. I'm in the middle of a military operation.
Blythe has activated the phone call and is headed back down. Still needs to get that military officer disguise. There is, of course, one... I shouldn't say there's several, you know, in the parking garage, down through the tunnel, up in the school. He's got plenty of options for that, and all of them are relatively easy to get to. We see Yannini opens the safe there. Yeah, I guess maybe I'm thinking that it's just if you kill him as Reza is moving, then maybe it deactivates it, but... Blithe has grabbed a elite soldier disguise back, and he's headed into the parking garage here. Does not have a key card though. There's a propane flask. He also has a breaching charge, which is going to be used for the fire canister. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and blow this door open. Shouldn't be any worries for him. People upstairs can hear that, but Yannini is the one that has bodies out, so it's not something Blithe really needs to worry. Looks like Yannini is trying to shoot out the evidence here. He did get caught by the camera in the lobby of the consulate, so hopefully he's good there. That civilian freaks out, but no instant orange there. Blithe now heading over to place the breacher on the barrel. From my testing, the targets stay here for quite some time, so he's not really under a lot of time pressure here to get this disguised. I did not see if he picked up the car keys, though. I don't believe he did. Yannini might have, because I was watching a lot of Blithe stream there while he was leaving the consulate, but Yannini headed into the same spot, the oil barrel as well. Blithe's coming up on the military officer that's down here. Now, assuming he still has another trank left, and he does, the military officer will be the one that enforces, depending on where you throw it. Usually I throw it like on the front wheel of the truck, and that pulls him over there, and then you can get the disguise without the two elite soldiers that kind of hang out spotting that. But yeah, right now he's just getting the soldier by the radio, and he's opted to trank him, which is interesting. He's going to try and get a different lure. That body has now been found, so they're going to focus on that. Looks like Yannini has a pretty similar idea here with this guy. has a medic dart though, which I think the closest is either going to be the little side room with the generator or the trash can at the bottom of the stairs. That's just where I've had Klaus go. Looks like he's actually coming to the trash can by this door over here, which is interesting. Yeah, I don't know how in range he is of anybody else, but if Yannini's going to want to KO this guy, he's going to want to grab this key card to open this door, because otherwise that body's just going to be sitting there. Only person I could see there is the soldier that he looks out for, which is the one that roams on the far side of the parking garage. I guess he could wait until the guard is done puking and then like throw and distract him up, but looks like he's going ahead and grabbing the car keys now. Blithe taking out the camera from the one in the garage and maybe going to grab the keys as well. Neither of them have yet gotten the military officer disguise. No, it looks like Blithe actually might be headed over to the school for a disguise, which is going to give Yannini a pretty big advantage if he's able to get this guy down here. Yeah, looks like he has finished being sick, but he's already quite a ways away at this point. He's going to hope to catch him here with a late thrown distraction and a chain lure. And then he enforces it to one of the standing guards, and I think that's Yannini out of darts at this point.
Soldier?
Getting him behind this truck is going to be a pretty big issue without a track for it. So it looks like he's going down. He may be worried about Reza leaving, and so he might be trying to isolate him down here. Issue being that fire kills are pretty loud even when the target's unconscious, so you're going to have to knock out a few people to make sure that that isn't heard. He's going to have to KO other people as well.
Whoa.
So Blithe is now in the school, and he's gotten to the spot where you would normally get a military officer if you were doing this like right at the beginning of your spin. And Yannini is going to start taking out these guards here. This guy should be far enough that he won't get spotted.
Hello?
Now he wants to get the enforcer, and while Blithe has this disguise, he triggers the breach, and it looks like Reza is dying for him. So if he wants to go ahead and grab those truck car keys on the other side, that's going to be him out here in just a few moments.
What the? Check it out.
Actually turns, there you go, chain lure. Sort of works out. He's going to have to unlock this door though. And Yannini's basically cleared out everybody. The guy that walks through with the key card shouldn't be an issue at this point. But Blithe has finished. He crowbars the door open, and he's gotten the exit. Once we see that 5 stars, I think that'll be an admin confirmation, because Yannini is still quite a distance away from both an exit. Well, he's got the car exit, but exit and actually having the disguise. So yeah, both players there, I think, definitely had a plan for that kill and that disguise grab. The only issue was simply that both of their plans kind of didn't work out as well as they had hoped, so they kind of had to go for
Victory.
a backup.
Score 2
Blithe heading back to the
0.
school, and Yannini trying to medic that one soldier. But yeah, we are headed to Yannini's map pick, so that's Blithe taking his own map. Yannini's pick being Paris, and of course our bands are Santa Fortuna and Colorado. as well as Dartmoor and New York cannot be picked as random maps. So those 4 maps will not be seen in this match. And this is the first to 6 points, which means we can have up to 3 random maps possible before we see a decider. Yeah, we'll see. Looks like we've got Paris coming in about 3 minutes here. Yep. And we should see those stats come up, hopefully. There we go. Map record is by Yannini from this tournament. It was pretty recent. I think that was his last match, but maybe not. I don't remember. I casted it, but I haven't caught a lot of the matches this tournament. Anyways, Blithe with a 3-2 performance. Yannini with an 8-3. We see they're able to finish the spin in the end. But yeah, I would be interested to know Yannini's methodology for Paris as a pick, and also Colorado as a ban. I know Colorado's one of his, I don't know, I guess I shouldn't say favorite, but I know it's a map that he's had a lot of experience with and that he's pretty comfortable on. I'm surprised to see that ban. And also an SF ban for Blithe, which is a map that Yannini isn't particularly fond of, so I assume those bans are playing towards the random maps that we might be seeing. We're guaranteed at least one of them, so yeah, just under 2 minutes to the spin. Get your non-existent predictions in, because I don't have those, but you can say what you think the spin will be, at the very least.
Hey, buddy,
Yeah, so again, this very important match in the tourney. Yannini, the well-known LB King. I guess I tried to take that title with my LB1 through Grand Finals run in the last tournament. But yeah, Yannini is well known as a very strong contender in the lower bracket. And as we see here, he's made it all the way to the end. The winner of this course will be guaranteed a spot in the finals. The loser will finish third, so very strong. And I think it's also been said that the point structure for the World Championship this year will be the same as last, which means that's a pretty sizable number of points in a third place finish, if that's something that people are interested in. Yeah, Blithe is prepared with a tech crew start. It's kind of the default on this map, and works for probably the greatest number of spins. But we'll see here in just a moment how viable that is.
Prepare yourself. Duel starts in 10 seconds.
And it looks like our spin here
9,
is Victor with an
8,
accident explosion
7,
as the stylist,
6,
Dahlia Margolis
5,
with any assault
4,
rifle
3,
as the chef. So
2,
thankfully this is actually
1.
the first map in 2016
Eliminate
rather
the
than the
target.
second. So there are some assault rifles on the map to pick up for you. But yeah, interesting disguises. They're both downstairs and they're both not allowed on the floors where you would normally tend to isolate this target. Victor, of course, can be set up for a remote kill. You can grab him when he's looking at the fireworks. You've got a lot of options, as always, for explosion accident. And looks like Yannini opts to start in the chef disguise, and Blithe is sticking with his tech crew. So Yannini's going to immediately grab that propane for the explosion accident. Of course, there is a freestylist disguise on the map, so he's not going to have to KO anybody for his disguises.
hey, buddy.
I imagine we'll just see a drive-by if Yannini's able to finagle that.
Fireworks himself.
And Blithe looks like is getting started. He's got the fireworks detonated. He's going to do the standard lure for Dahlia to bring her down to the second floor. That'll get him his assault rifle kill. has grabbed his stylist. And I think from chef start, Victor starts moving immediately. So he should be down the stairs at this point. We see him walking off to the side. This room is a little bit concerning for an explosion accident drive-by when you're trying to get Silent Assassin. But once he gets up here into the stylist room is a pretty good spot where you can sort of blast it, and then he can go ahead and get his chef disguise back. And I imagine we'll just see a fireworks kill for Dahlia. But yeah, we see that explosion accident kill. That's one down for Yannini. Meanwhile, Blithe has grabbed the chef disguise, and he's going to be looking for that Dahlia kill. Wants to make sure he does not miss the lure. She sometimes can bug out and stand on the balcony downstairs, but sometimes she can leave and go back upstairs, and then Blithe might start having some issues. But he's grabbed his assault rifle smuggle, and he's got the free tech crew, and he's going to grab the fireworks remote. And then it's just really a matter of getting himself upstairs on the balcony, and he'll have a pretty easy kill on Dahlia. He's going to go ahead and lure the cicada bodyguard downstairs that's standing next to Dahlia, so that he can have just a little bit less to worry about once he gets up there. And it'll take him, a very long time to get down here and back up, so that shouldn't be a worry. Blithe, meanwhile, heads for a replan and actually just goes straight back in. But Yannini, with the Pog strats here, he's going to bullet distract Dahlia to bring her over. Hopefully he knows where he needs to do that, and it looks like he does. To not cause a lockdown. He's going to bring her over, and hopefully in one shot he can kill her here. Her head is a little bit of an issue. Hopefully doesn't get spotted taking the shot. Target lockdown. So there's a good chance that those guards on the other balcony are going to hear this, and hopefully he can get this kill when she stands up. She's going to lean over, and yeah, we've got the doors open and guards have started running out, so that wasn't exactly a rip, but there's really not a whole lot you can do in that disguise at that point. So Yannini was trying to save, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds off the in-game time there and ends up ripping as a result. But, I mean, it would have been a cool kill to see for sure. I do think his strat is definitely a good amount faster than Blithe's, assuming Blithe is able to pull it off here. So that's a bit of a lead, but obviously he has no idea about that positioning. So yeah, that shot is pretty risky for anything but a sniper rifle, just because of the fact that guns are so inaccurate in the game compared to the crosshair. So very hard to get a headshot there. But Yannini's actually opted to go for the fireworks immediately, and thinking his idea there is that Novikov should be perhaps a little bit better isolated, or maybe his thought is just that he's going to do the Novikov kill the same way, and then he'll already have the remote so that he doesn't have to go up there at that point, but we will see. Gonna get the stylist again, and meanwhile Blithe is up here on the balcony waiting for Dahlia. He's got a melee to KO with, so that is not heard by the guard. One KO, and there's two. Meanwhile Yannini gets the kill. Both players getting the opposite kills at the same time there. Yannini is headed for his assault rifle smuggle. We're going to go ahead and pick up his chef disguise again. Meanwhile, Blithe only has the drive-by kill to go here. And he's headed towards the stylist right now. Yannini, fireworks detonator in hand, has already set that off. This time, probably not going to see him lure the guard down. So I imagine that he's going to play it safe and climb up the pipe instead. So, depending I mean, Blithe has to have gone downstairs for the chef disguise, but it doesn't seem like at this very moment he has a propane on him. So I'm interested if he does. This could be very close. But Yannini is approaching his second kill here. He's got no melee KO items. And he's going to go ahead and subdue, but Dahlia is already gone. Yeah, he's got no melee KO items to knock out Dahlia, so his options are either to subdue that guard or to get ripped, subduing Dahlia because the guard will hear it and turn around. But Blithe has grabbed his propane flask, and we see Victor is sitting out. Looks like he's walking back inside from the fireworks. And Blithe is going to look for an opportunity on a drive-by here, and then he'll be done. So there's a thrown distraction to try and get Kurt out of the way. But he's not having any of it. Kurt is very unresponsive to pretty much everything. He had a gum pack that he could have tried to use to get her, but the guard's going to obviously enforce that. So, yeah, I mean, he definitely hadn't ripped before he subdued the guard, but he didn't have a ton of options. So we see our Blithe able to get the explosion kill on Victor, and now pretty much has to run to an exit. The only bodies he has out at this point are the chef, and I didn't see if he hid the chef's body. Yeah, it looks like he did. And then Dahlia. So shouldn't see a rip at all, and Blithe is going to exit, take the lead on this match 4-0 against Yannini, who's going to have to have a pretty significant reverse sweep here. I very highly doubt any ties in this match. So yeah, that is a second map win to Blithe. Yannini was obviously very capable on this spin. Just had some issues that prevented him getting all the way through it. And we see map 3 is going to be Sapienza.
Victory.
So perhaps we will see some intense
4-0.
mirrored gameplay sessions in this next map. But yeah, oops, all season 1. It's coming up in about 4 minutes here. Rigged indeed. Shout out to Mileto for, or Hands, I should say, for rigging this match for us. Always great to see. Yeah, it would not be unheard of for Yannini to take a reverse sweep in a match. But we'll just have to see how the random maps play out here. This is, of course, match point, though. If Blithe is able to take the map, he will win and move on to the finals. And we'll see here in just a few minutes how that ends up shaking up. We've got our performance stats, and we see a 5-0-0 for Blithe. So shouldn't be too upset with Sapienza, but of course we see the 16-5-0, 21 times he has played this map in official roulette tournaments. That is insane. But yeah, Sapienza is a pretty well-established map in the roulette community. At this point, a pretty significant number of strats have been developed for just about any spin that could come up, so it's going to be a battle of optimization here. About 2.5 minutes map record of 4:29 real time by Papier from the last World Championship. And yeah, I imagine we will see some very fast gameplay on Sapienza. Sapienza is one of those maps that, of course, it's only 2 targets, but it's a map where a lot of spins are covered by some of the strats, whether it be the standard Franny isolation or the detective and the dinner bell are the 2 main strats that I usually see. So as long as you can, get that in your head when the spin goes live, you can kind of have an idea of what you're going to do the entire way through, and then it's just a matter of performing off of that. Checking out the loadouts here, Blithe opts for the safe house. He's got 2 tranks and a Seeker Tactical, which will destroy the virus, but cannot kill the hazmat guy behind it. And looks like Yannini is planning a similar sort of thing. 2 dart guns, a sniper, and a EMP. One of the few uses of the EMP in the game being that it can destroy the virus. So very common to put that in your loadout on this map. Just under a minute to go here till the spin goes live. Get your mental predictions in, I guess, so you can have mental bragging rights. Um, 0-0-0 performance versus opponent. I actually don't know if Yannini and Blithe played against each other in the World Championship, since both players had a pretty significant showing in that tournament. I wouldn't be surprised, but I do not remember. They haven't met, unfortunate. So which country will win this time?
Prepare yourself. Duel
Will
starts
it be
in 10
Germany or
seconds.
Germany? We will see in just 1 second. Here
9,
we've got Silvio
8,
Cruz, so injected poison
7,
as mansion security,
6,
Francesca DeSantis
5,
folding knife
4,
as kitchen
3,
assistant. So 2
2,
mansion
1.
disguises. That's something you always
Eliminate
want to
the
see here on
target.
Sapienza. It really speeds up your kills. Injected poison not on the map, so you're going to want to go ahead and bring that in. Folding knife, there are 3 that I know of. I imagine the closest one is going to be the one just outside the kitchen key card door by the 2 bodyguards. Or there's one in the tower that's kind of at the mansion gates. Would be the only 2 that are sort of close enough. Yannini loaded in straight away as kitchen assistant, and I would imagine he's going to grab his smuggle and then maybe go for that folding knife right away. Mansion security is... of course, a pretty free disguise in roulette. Not only is there the free disguise that Blithe just grabbed, not only can you start in it, but pretty much no matter what you're doing, you're going to be able to get one pretty easily. And Yenny actually gets ripped there. I didn't know that guy was an enforcer, but apparently he is. Because using that keycard door isn't an illegal action in this disguise, so... Yeah, Blithe, with that security disguise, able to immediately grab his folding knife, and looks like he's just going to go ahead, head right back up and go into the kitchen. And he's going to try again as the enforcer seemed to turn around at like the exact moment that he came through here. It looks like he's good. I think he just ran too far forward when he came out, but yeah, he's got the snail here. That'll get these guards away so that he's not committing a crime by picking up this folding knife. And as soon as they lose those question marks, yep, he should be good to grab it now. Before this enforcer runs over, which might be a bit of an issue. Yeah, he's good. Meanwhile, Blithe has already grabbed an assistant disguise. Thanks to those darts. And he's getting his way over. He's going up to Franny right now. We've got these 2 guards actually see those bodyguards. I forgot about that. So now they're headed down to check that out. So that'll be 1 cycle that Andy doesn't have to worry about here. Both players going up to Francesca. I'm curious if either one of them will try to get the kill faster than waiting for 230 with their darts. But both have the kill methods for both targets. Blithe seems to be considering a trank shot. You just want to make sure you don't gun flash this guard if you don't have a plan for that. Seems like Blithe is going to go ahead and wait for that 230, and Yanni has got a trank dart in hand. See him shoot the guard. Just got to be patient, wait, and he is down, so she can go ahead and drag that body into the bathroom. We see in the minimap the other guard is not on the move, so he's going to go ahead and pick up this security disguise. which he can then use for Silvio.
Let's see what you're up to, Silvio.
And yeah, that's going to be a big time save. We see there he gets the kill. 45, 50 seconds faster than Blithe was, and he's already headed down to Silvio. He shoots the panel. That shouldn't reach down. It should just be some of the people on the second floor that heard that, and I have no idea. This guard heard the shot on the panel. I don't know what that was, but where is he going? I do not know. But yeah, Silvio's coming in. Of course, all enforcers, but really all he has to do is... I mean, he doesn't even... Oh, he hears the housekeeper scream. That makes sense. So the housekeeper that's upstairs talking to the... what's his face?
Now destroy the virus.
But we see Yannini gets both tranks, and then he's going to want to point the gun. Get Silvio to get down, and then he can get behind him without the risk of GRB. But Blithe actually completely missed the Blithe kill. That was quick.
Virus prototype will be close by. Look for some type of
Yeah, Blithe actually gets ahead there. Great casting. Thumbs up. Yeah, I didn't even see the kill, but he's destroyed the virus, and he's heading towards the exit, and that's a finish. Yeah, somebody needs to fire me on that one, but that was like the span of 15 seconds. Because I was very much looking at the Silvio kill for Blithe to make sure he didn't have any issues with it. But yeah, I mean, Yannini did have one restart, but that is spawned on PC. There's no way that photo finish comes out in his favor. I imagine we would see him wave it if it does work out. But yeah, I imagine that's going to be a 6-0 sweep here from Blithe, which will send him into the grand finals. Yeah, Silvio, when you do the normal 230 Franny isolation, Silvio is there waiting for you when you get down there. But yeah, we see Yannini hits finish. I imagine if that was in photo finish window, it was like 46 seconds. But we will see the official message from Hands. Yep, that's going to be a 6-0 win for Blithe, which will send him on to
Victory.
the
Score,
RR7 PC
6-0.
Grand Final. And we'll go ahead and check out those brackets in just 1 second. I don't actually think there's any other matches scheduled, like, period, at this point. But I think there's still some more work to do in the console bracket, the console lower bracket. So it should be some more matches before the finals this upcoming Sunday. Already mark your calendars. 3 days from now should be both of the grand finals. So look out for that. But we will check out our brackets here just to show you real quick a recap of the PC side of things. And I guess then I'll show you guys a bit of the console bracket as well, because we've got the time for anybody that wants to stick in. If the brackets would load, there we go. Okay, so we see there are your RR7 PC finalist, In for Fun, and Blithe, two amazing players. Blithe actually the semi-finalist in the upper bracket. And then, of course, you got two chances when you're in that position, and he goes and takes it in the lower bracket. So In for Fun versus Blithe will be who you are seeing on Sunday for the RR7 title. In for Fun, obviously, a previous World Championship winner, and Blithe, the last World Championship, this one from the previous year, he finished in, I believe, second place. So, yeah, two amazing players, both of them looking for their first mainline tournament win outside of those amazing World Championship finishes. We will see how that goes. I'm sure it'll be great. There we go. I just want to refresh this. And I'll check out our console brackets. I know we have at least one finalist there. Yeah, so actually, we see from the semifinals that was earlier today. I believe that's a VOD I still need to watch, but the buff guy actually takes it over Ducker, who has kind of been the king of the console tournaments pretty much forever, always. So yeah, I think that might actually be Ducker losing his win streak. I don't remember if that's been a thing yet, but Buff Guy obviously puts a ton of work into his roulette strats. Made a lot of guides on it, so amazing to see him in the grand final. And then we see down in the lower bracket, there's some matches to catch up. I think that was a forfeit win by 420 due to scheduling conflicts. So in order to get us in before the grand finals, we're going to see I Like Hitman and Agent 420 as our next match. Then they will play Ducker for the spot in the console grand finals. So yeah, Ducker still has another chance at the title, but going to have to beat either I Like Hitman or Agent 420. Both very strong players that we've seen in the past on the console side of things. But yeah, big shout out to Buff for guaranteeing himself a top 2 spot in this tournament. And Agent 420, I think, as well, is a grand finalist that we haven't seen in for quite a while, so that would be an exciting matchup for sure. But obviously, all amazing players left in the tournament. So yeah, I'm not going to show you guys the matchup screen because there are no matchups scheduled right now. I think that match with 420 and Nort just got resolved today, maybe. So I imagine they're working on getting the next match scheduled, so we should see that. Check out the matchups channel in the Discord server, as always, for updates on that. Again, look out for information about the grand finals on Sunday. I'm sure that'll be posted on the F7SC Twitter by Adoria, as always, and we'll be very hype. So yeah, thanks everybody for stopping in with me. I apologize for the casting issues on Sapienza. It's a little bit funny, but great performance by both players as always. And I'm going to see if there's anybody to raid here. Shaking my head. Manga is not streaming. Looks like Geeky's streaming though. Let's see, who all do we have here? Yeah, I think unless anybody has any other suggestions, I'm going to go ahead and send everybody over to Geeky. He is currently hitting men. I don't know, he's doing something in H3 right now. Looks like I'm seeing Sapienza on his thumbnail right now, but we will raid over there. Thanks everybody for joining me, for sticking through any technical difficulties. Again, look forward to future matches that I may or may not be involved in, and have a great day, y'all.